Hi, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. Let's talk about the next question. That's weightlifting. Okay, so the weightlifting trick question is kind of broken up in SSA land into usually food. Can you lift a gallon of milk? That is the gold standard, which is about 8 or 9 pounds, which is just under the 10 pounds, which is kind of the relation that they make to whether or not the person can do light or sedentary work in the national economy under element 4 and 5 of their past relevant work, and then 5 is relevant transferable skilled work, or for example unskilled work. So let's go ahead and talk about that for a moment. Why is, for example, weightlifting such a trick question? What do you want? You want kisses? You want frosty? You're a good baby. You're a big baby. I know he looks like a bat. He's a pit bug. I don't know what you want me to do about it. So with that said, let's talk about it real quick. They're going to ask you how much you can lift. Most of you guys have no idea what you can lift, right? Then they'll say, okay, cool. What are examples of things that were heavy for you, but that you were still capable of lifting? Now look, I like to break it up like this. 1 soup can equals 1 pound. 5 soup cans equals 5 pounds. 10 soup cans equals 10 pounds. Gallon of milk, the gold standard, 8 or 9 pounds. Orange Gatorade jug, 5 gallons, super duper heavy. Start to think of things in your life that have weight. In your kitchen, in your bedroom, in your bathroom, in your whatever. Think of things that have weight and then look up what they weigh. Because when they ask you, can you lift this or that amount or this amount, what they're getting at is, if you can lift over 10 pounds, and that's how much time during the day at a job you could do it, but if you can lift over 10 pounds continuously over that 8-hour workday, you are not disabled, right? For that aspect. So 10 pounds is our kind of like golden limit here. Now, here's what I want you to think about. When it comes down to this, poundage thing, I want you to recognize that when they ask these questions, they're not asking the question in a repetition format, being that, can you do this thing over and over and over again over an 8-hour workday, right? And the correct answer to that would be, no, of course not. But they never ask that. They just ask, what do you think you could lift? You need to then tell them you could not lift it more than so many times per hour due to your limitations. And here's why. Your limitations are basically those things that would limit you from doing sedentary or light-based work. If you're not sure what the vocational guidelines are for sedentary or light, look at one of the other videos. If you're not sure what SVPs are, look at one of the other videos, specific vocational preparations. All right. So let's go back to the question. Weightlifting. You need to go ahead and realize that they're going to try and get you to say that you can do certain things with weightlifting. Yes, you could probably lift a gallon of milk with your left hand. Yes, you could probably lift a gallon of milk with your right hand. But I need you to do this thing as well. I need you to limit how you are able to receive that item. What do I mean by that? One of the questions I asked, nobody else asked this question that I know of, and I know a lot of disability attorneys at this point. Is it easier for you to receive a gallon of milk at waist level, relaxed elbow level, shoulder level, or above shoulders? Now, nobody ever says above shoulders. No. Nobody ever says shoulder level. What it really comes down to is waist level or relaxed elbow level. Now, what? You're adorable. Yes, you are. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, he's a trust fund baby. There's nothing you can do about it. Oh, you're so sweet. So here's what you need to think about. Okay? I know you're the baby. I know you're the baby. Are you the baby? I mean, you're the baby, right? Sure. So here's the thing you need to think about, okay? when it comes to doing this kind of stuff, right, you have to think about what the judge is trying to figure out as to whether or not you can work, or how they can put you in the brief as being able to work. And what they're getting at here with the whole weightlifting thing is, well, could they do something repetitively with jobs that require the person to be able to receive or give things at that level? Let me give you an example. A cleaning job, you got to be able to lift that arm up and dust up high, right? All the way up there. Now, if you hear that and you say to yourself, well, I can't do stuff up high because of the neck limitations and the shoulder limitations, right? And then you're thinking, okay, can I do things, for example, at shoulder height? Well, no, I can't lift my arm above certain, whatever yours. I feel a lot of pain when I move my. Make sure you state that stuff. The way you receive objects and give objects is incredibly important. Let's say that, for example, you can't lower your arm, your right arm all the way down, and you are right-handed, right? You can't lower it all the way down. So for you to kneel down and pick something up, you're going to have your arm at a certain degree, and it can't bend down all the way. You only get it like that, which means you're going to have to bend down farther to get it. Think about it. Think about your limitations, the degrees of movement. Think about how you're limited, and make sure that you talk about those. Now, why is this a whole big trick question? Because they're just trying to get you to say that you can lift more than 10 pounds, and they're not going to ask you whether or not you can continuously do it, because they're just going to assume that you can do it throughout a work day. Okay? All right. Let's go on to the next one. The next question, oh, that's a good one. Okay. That's a good one. All right. So this is kind of in line with what we were just talking about, but my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. I am getting a little bit tired because it is super late at night. This is why he's here, Layla's under the table, and they're all bitching that I didn't tuck them in. If you're ever wondering what preppy little Princeton Yale graduate trust fund babies look like, this is it. This is right here. Right there's this guy. He's going to fall asleep in a little bit by the time we get to the next question. But join me for the next question. If you have a unique question, want the most up-to-date information, I want a particular topic covered, that's fine. Shoot me an email or give me a call and we'll go from there. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.